Echo here, welcome to another episode of Resonant Rise. We have updated the mod pack. We are now on version 2.4.4, which caused me a bit of hassle, and I'll explain why right now. The day before yesterday, after I'd recorded and while the video was encoded and uploading, I decided to start playing around with Enhanced Portals 2, and I made a portal just from here to the spawn area, near where Beavos put the awesome Enderman spawner, and yeah, I made a portal, the one over there, did all the bits, used some emerald and diamond and such like to put the upgrades in it so it didn't make a noise, didn't have no particles, and then I logged on today and lo and behold, Enhanced Portals 2 has become Enhanced Portals 3 and is completely different. So, completely different to what it was before. So I thought I'd do that in this episode. Now I've already done this episode once, so I've actually got all the bits made, but I didn't like how the episode came out, so I'm going to go through it again, how I actually got to that point. And because that's not going to take a great amount of time, I'm going to do a bit of blood magic. The next thing we're going to do with that is rituals. Now we're at tier 3, and I put a gold block in there, and because now when I stab myself I actually get like 760, I think it's 760 life points per tick. Is that full? Empty. Okay, so I can fill that up. So a couple of spams of the knife will fill that up. Our Sace was earlier, and Sace is up to tier 4 on this. So I might have to go check his base out as well. So because we've got this now, we can start doing rituals. Now the tier 5 one of this needs a 21 by 21 square area, so it's not going to fit in my base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little separate island, floating island, off to one side, possibly off on some kind of tangent, where we will do the blood magic once we get past tier 4. So I'll leave this tier 3 one here for now. It's a bit off centre. But it's fine. I'm going to stick with just with one altar. I don't think there's any need for two now that I've started doing it like this. So yeah, right, let's get on with the portals then. So all new mod, still got work in progress bits, as you can see. There's I don't know what all these things do. I've not done all the things, but I've made the important bits. So we start off with what we need is a thing called a dimensional bridge stabilizer. It's a multi-block structure. And you see it's 2x3x2, and you can extend out to a 2x3x256. Each row adds to the maximum active portal connections. So I'm not sure how many active connections the base one can give us, but we're only going to make the base one for now. Now, where do I want to build this? I don't actually know. This could go at spawn really. I'll build it here for now, and I can always move it, but moving it ain't going to cost me much because I've already took it to bits once. So what we do is we make 12 of these things, and they're made. Each one of them takes 9 diamonds, so you need 18 diamonds for this, 4 emeralds, 4 ender pearls, and 8 blocks of iron. So it's quite expensive to get this bit made. But we put this together like so. So I am just going to. Can I bury this? No, it don't matter. It doesn't need to be buried. Let's just, for now, let's just put it here. So 3 by 2 by 2. So it's a structure that shape, and then what you can do is once you've got that, you get a special wrench, which must be in my tool bag. Let's have a look. Yep, there it is. And special wrench from Enhanced Portals, there it is. Just a bit of nether quartz with some iron, and this only seems to work on the Enhanced Portals stuff. And you right click the block there, and then if you right click it again now, then you've got this interface. Now, information. Active portal 0, so we've got no portals open. Makes sense. The RF, which is the new thermal expansion power, redstone flux. The second shows you how much it's using when it's using it. This can hold 20,000 redstone flux. And this instability is important. There's different modes here. You can have it. I wonder what goes in there. I don't think they go in there. I don't know if it's them. Anyway, there's these different modes. The normal mode has 0 instability, but it uses power real quick. Then you've got risky, unstable, unpredictable, and back to normal. So the instability, it loses a lot less power, but they've got a risk of it not sending you to where you want to be. There's going to be a dimension called the Crimson added that's not in yet, that I presume is going to be like the dimensional doors purgatory place. What I've done up to now is I've just left it on normal, because we've got enough, we'll have enough power from normal to get us through to a portal when we make one. So this thing needs power, and what I've done for power is I've not done any thermal expansion yet, so we need to go into thermal expansion. And what I did, I've done it nice and simple. I've made a leadstone energy cell and a steam dynamo, all really basic stuff. Copper gears are just copper round stone gears. Transmission coils, silver, redstone, so that's really basic engine. And then the leadstone energy cell, unlike the previous versions of thermal expansion, you used to have to use the liquid redstone to infuse one of these. This time you can just do it with a block of redstone, so you don't actually need any special machines to make this leadstone energy cell. It's lead, redstone, glass, and then lead, redstone, glass, and then then it's copper, and a redstone conductance coil. That needs electrum, but electrum's pretty straightforward. All we need to do is grab a gold ingot and a silver ingot, and if you're using mechanism, bang them in your crusher, and because that's turning them to gold dust, it doesn't actually eject them, because this wants dirty gold dust in it, so they actually stay in there. Then you just combine them two in a crafting grid, gets you electrum dust, and you can just smelt that as normal in a smelter. So that's how you get electrum. So that's all straightforward. So I've also got them ready to go. So I've got a leadstone energy cell and a steam dynamo, and the steam dynamo needs power and water, so I'm going to use my lava crystal from Blood Magic to actually power this. And what I'm going to want is, what am I going to want? Stone bricks, yeah, we can take both of them without damaging anything. So I'm going to put a little reservoir down here, like so, and I am going to put some water in it. Now this water sigil is good, but it doesn't work when you're trying to put water sources inside things, so it doesn't exactly work like a bucket. I tried that earlier and spilled water all over the floor, and then panicked because I tried picking it up with the thing again, which just spilled another load of water all over the floor until I got the void sigil and got rid of it. So 2 buckets of water in there, mix it into a water source, and then a right click with a Yeeter wrench turns it into pump mode. So I can't actually see the symbol on that, but I think it's pump mode. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my leadstone energy cell here. Now this threw me for a bit earlier. You see these different colours? Now orange is the output. So currently it's at the back, so that's the bottom. Left, top, front, right. So orange output. So the orange one should be putting power into here now. So let's have a look at this. So we need our wrench again. And you see it's filling up. So that fills up pretty quick. This puts out 80 RF a tick, and that's still got power in from earlier. Now what I want to do is put my steam dynamo there. Wonderful. And that should be filling up with water, and it has. Wonderful. And I put my lava crystal in there. That's bugged again, but that's actually in there. Or is it? Yep, there it is, look. So that's actually in there. So that's going to produce steam power, which runs the engine, which fills this back up. So what I've got to keep an eye on is the amount of life points I've got in my system. And look at that. So something I want to show you. I ain't quite got onto that bit yet though. But I put the gold block in there. I upped it. I made it into the next tier. And what that lets us do is hold 150,000 life points in our system. So remember before, the first orb lets you hold, is it 5,000? The second one lets you hold 25,000. This one gets up to 150,000. So that lava sigil could run forever. Well, not forever, but can run for a very long time. So that's really cool. So that's what we're running it off on. I thought no point in burning coal if I can just use my blood. So that's got that all powered, which is good. So now it's a case of actually making a portal. So the next thing we need then So that's all I've touched on thermal expansion up to now, and I'm impressed already because that just works really nice. And you see the Walia, the update on Walia, it gives you more details, so you can see that I've got 40,000 RF in there, and you can see that's filling its internal buffer up at the minute, and that should be full. Very cool. So yeah, so back to the enhanced portals mod then. So I wasn't happy with this at first, partly because I couldn't work out how to get power out of a redstone energy cell, and it's because I didn't even look at this configuration screen. So that was me being a bit of a fool and not checking out new stuff, just presuming I knew how it worked and presuming that it'd put power out of anyway. So there we go. Next bit then, we need portal frames. Portal frames, you get four for some stone, some iron, bit of quartz, and a diamond. So to make 2 portals, I needed 24 of these, so I've used 6 diamonds into this bit, and that gets me these things, portal frames. And then on top of the portal frames, you've got 2 ways of doing it. You've got a way so that the simplest way to me is this way. It uses just a portal controller and a dialing device. If you're not using dialing devices, which means you're not making a network of it, then you need a portal controller, an interface, and a network interface. But yeah, that's what we're using. Portal controller, interface, network interface. Sorry, redstone interface and network interface is if you want to do it on a little private network, I think. Whereas this with a dialing device is a little bit more advanced. I think this seems to be the simplest way of doing it to me. So the portal controller uses one of these portal frames with another diamond and ender pearl, and then the dialing device actually uses the network interface. So you have to make the network interface, which is that one, which is just another frame with ender pearls and blaze powder. Then we upgrade that with 2 more diamonds, 2 ender pearls into a dialing device, and that's everything we need, just about, apart from a location card, which is pretty straightforward. Lapis, paper, iron. That's everything we need to get going. So let us go and make a portal. Now, of course, I've got invisible blocks here from open blocks, which is why I'm not falling to my death. Now, what I'm going to do here then is I am going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then on this side, I am going to want my portal controller, which is the one that stores all the data. That goes there, like so. You see that's blended in. That just looks like a portal frame when you put that down. If you make these glasses, pretty straightforward, leather, stone, and some dyes, or glass, I mean, and some dyes. If you make the glasses, it shows you how it looks like in there. So with the glass, it don't look like that. The dialing device, however, because it's a dialing device and you interact with it, that actually keeps its look. So there we go. That's how my portal's going to look, nice and clean. I could, I believe, make this bordered quartz nice and easy to get the actual same pattern on my carpenter blocks on the edges here, but normal quartz looks alright. I might change that. I'm in no rush to change that. But there we go. We've got a portal. So now the next thing we need is, I think, into my tool bag again. Yeah, I've got 13 of these left because I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing a bit of testing and stuff. So what we do with this is we get a location card. Now, I'm probably going to need 2 of these. I have got a second portal set up at spawn, but because I broke this thing, it's probably going to need a new one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. I'll click on it again. Oh, unnamed. Okay, so that's updated. Good. Unnamed. Does that mean I could have put them in there and named them possibly? No, I don't seem to want to go in there. I don't know what goes in there yet. But there we go. We've got 2 that are linked to this stabilizer now. So what we do is, if we run up here and grab one of these, click on there, it's eating it. The portal was initialized successfully. Wonderful. Click on that again, but with a wrench. And what it lets us do is set up a unique identifier. So it's telling me what we've got here. 10 of them, We've got none of these upgraded things. We don't actually mouse of what they are, but I presume they're like module manipulator, biometric identifier and things like that. We've got 10 frames, and we've got a portal that's 9 stars. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to give it an identifier. I'm going to give myself the creeper one, because I'm always breaking stuff, always blowing stuff up, so that'll do for me. So unique identifier is that. Can I name it? No, I can't name it. I'll save it as that then. So this portal is now a creeper portal. So now what we could do is, you must set a unique identifier before doing this. I thought I'd done it. Oh, didn't press save again. Save. So now if I click on there, wonderful. So I don't think I need the wrench for this, so let's get rid of the wrench. There we go. So what I can do now is, there is a portal set up at the spawn, and its identifier was nether, but I don't think it'll be connected anymore, but we'll see. No, look, no entries found. We can't connect to that. So my next job then is, I'm going to cut camera, I'm going to get my glider out, and I'm going to glide across to the nether, to the spawn. In fact, let's just go for it. Oh shit, I can't get out there because of the invisible blocks. Whee! So let's have a bit of a fly across here to Dave's house. This will take a minute or so. So what that portal now is connected, so that should be able to draw power from the stabilizer there. So the reason why he changed it is he felt that free transportation was a bit too cheap. I could of course, well no, you kind of can do it with a Mistcraft thing, but you need a separate portal for each location. Whereas this, once the network's built up, you could have numerous locations in there. There's Beavo's Enderman. He needs to put some arms on it. Well, while I'm here, I'm going to check out Cersei's post office, which is awesome. So there's a portal I made at this end. This has also got invisible blocks around it, and there's a hole where I'm going to tidy this up during the weekend, I think, or next week if I don't get time during the weekend. But it's got invisible stairs up to it, so you can run up and down it. So this now shouldn't be connected because I broke the stabilizer. Let's see. Oh no, it's still there. So what I actually need to do then is I need to break that, I think, and just reset that. So now it shouldn't work, and I can reset it to the new stabilizer by clicking that in, and then I need to, with the wrench, set this guy's unique identifier. So spawn, what's a good one for spawn? Cake. Cake's good for spawn. So cake is spawn. And then what I can do now is double click that. Yeah, I'm still creeper, so it's actually remembered that, which is pretty cool. So if we dial this now, cool, it's dialed us, and I can go back to my base. And a little bit of a graphic bug there, but there we go. See, it's turned off. Now the reason why it's turned off is because it's drained the power straight out of that. It drains at 20,000 really quick, so it's filled it back up already again. So this should be working away. That's got 40 in, and that's lost 20,000 RF. So the portal was only up in a few seconds, and it drained the 20,000. But as you can see, because of this little setup, it's filled up again pretty quick. That's filling itself back up. And if I check, I've still got 150,000 LP, so it's not actually got into any of the LP in this yet, because this of course is feeding from the 10k that I'd stored in the thing there. So it's used 750 there. Look. So I presume I filled that last time I was doing this. So we'll see. We'll travel there and back again. So it's going to take 40,000. No, it isn't. So no entries found. So we can add spawn, and we can add it, and we can give it a name. So we'll call this spawn, of course. Accept. So now we've got spawn there now. So if we come up to the thing, we've got that. Double click spawn, gives us the symbol. Click dial. We go through. There we are. I'll let that refill. While we do that, I'm going to show you. It's awesome little post office. That's Sacebed. Look at this. He's loving his carpenter blocks almost as much as I am. I think he's loving them more than I am, actually. So we've got this really nice carpenter door. It's a double door. If you click one side of it, it opens both. Really cool. And you can use the hammer, the carpenter's hammer, to make these act like wooden doors that anyone can open, or iron doors that you need to press a lever or a pressure plate or a button. That's not working, is it? Die. Thank you. So there we go. That's outside, looking very nice. Inverted white lanterns. What we've got inside is a little system of triple white community ender chest for just dumping stuff in, and then we're each going to have a coloured ender chest for sending. So if I want to give say something, I can just chuck it into there, and then when he checks at his house, or if he comes by, he can pick it up. Or I can just have a triple white ender chest at my base, do it that way. Really cool, nice little place, and very good design. He's got a very good eye on him, as says. Very good at making things look cool. This actually looks very post officey. Cool. Let's head back after we kill this fool. Hi, fool. Right, off we go. So what we should see here then is our lava crystal has done 2 journeys. So, oops, click on that, echo, down, through we go. Now I'm not sure if it just shuts it off as soon as you come through, or if it's because it's running out of power. I'm pretty sure it's because it's running out of power. So, I wonder if there's a capacity upgrade for this. So that's back at 40 still, that's down at 20 again, so it's just took its 20,000 chunk. So it's doing it, it's filling itself back up nice and quick, so that's not to worry about. And I guess we'll wait until that's full again and check on the amount of essence we've got in the altar, because that's still 150k still. Right, so there we go. We've got a little portal system on the go. Now, if the other guys in the video watch this, they'll know how to add their own to the network. And I get a few more resources, I'll set these up at people's bases if they want them setting up. But it beats running through the nether every time. And of course, that's just one place. I can set this to the nether, one to the Twilight Forest, one to anywhere I want to go really. And we can all have each other's bases and stuff like that. So it's a nice fast travel, but with a power cost now, which actually makes sense if you think about it. You should probably have a power cost. Right. Are we filled up? We're 34. Just gonna have a quick scratch in my beard. And let that fill back up. And then we're going to look at a bit of, well, blood magic. The other thing I've done is I got to a full 30 levels worth of XP in my little system here. I still haven't got much else in though, but I got to a full bar here. So I enchanted my goggles, and I was supposed to get repair, but I didn't. I got Thorns, Protection, and Unbreaking. What we've got now though is we've got Thaumcraft Infusion enchanting, which I'll be getting into. Now, Thaumcraft, I've just done a stream, and I was asked on the stream if I could do like a Thaumcraft Guard series. So I'm going to do that as a little extra to this series. I'm going to do all my Thaumcraft in a little sub-series, that if you don't want to watch it, then you feel free not to bother. You won't miss anything else that I do in the series. It'll just be Thaumcraft only in that bit. So then, if you want to get to know how it all works, how to make a start, how to do research, stuff like that, you can watch that and learn about Thaumcraft, the new version of Thaumcraft. And if you know about that already, or if you've seen me do a bit of it on Utopia and you don't want to see me go through the same thing again, you can totally skip them videos and you won't miss any building or any other mods or anything like that. It'll purely be Thaumcraft. So that's how I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to probably start that tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and I'm going to do them as extra episodes. So I'll be putting out 2 episodes a day when I can get them done. So they won't be every day though. They may be every 2 or 3 days. So we're full there, and we're full in there. So let's check how much blood we've used. And we have used 450. So that's not bad at all, is it? So it's using a little bit of blood, especially when I've got like 160,000 with the orb sat in there. It's got the 10k out of here, plus 250,000 stored in it. So I can do a lot of portal travels before having to sort that out. So very, very cool. I like that mod. I was a bit grumbly at first. I didn't see the point of the power and didn't seem to be working right, but there we go. And then we can add other things to it. So I'm going to make the basic thing here. I'm going to make this rainbow particles one, I think. There's also a nano brush that you can paint stuff with. So I'm not really sure what that's about. Should I make that? I'll leave that for now because I kind of like the way it looks. So I shall leave that for now. I like it, it's just nice and plain. I like that, it's kind of futury. Right, so let us make a 4 iron, 2 nuggets. 4 iron, 2 nuggets. 4 iron. What else can we have here? What we've got then? Blank portal module. Okay. Blank upgrade. Upgrade. Redstone interface upgrade. Networking interface upgrade. Module manipulator. Now, do you reckon the portal modules go into the portal and these upgrades go into the stabilizer, perhaps? Perhaps. Well, that makes no sense though, having them upgrade. Oh no, I know what these are for. These are for if you've already got a portal made. So say that's already made and it hasn't got, it's just got the 12 portal blocks. Rather than pull the block out to using the recipe to craft, you can actually just make that. So that's going to be basically the same recipe, but instead of using one of the portal frame blocks there, just uses that upgrade, and then you click on the portal frame, it'll change it into that. So it's just a way of doing it without having to break an existing portal. That's what them ones are for. So it's these little ones here are the ones that actually go in. These ones go into the thing. So I guess maybe just right click on them and it'll show in there. So let's go and make one. Let's go and make one. Let's make the rainbow one. I say everyone likes rainbows. If you don't like rainbows, you need to smile more. What's happened? I can find out for you. In fact, I can look at my map. Spawn is roughly minus 95, 300. That map right here. Cool. So, what was I doing? Right, blank portal, and then we want some red, green, and blue dyes. Should have them. Blue, we can use some lapis. And green, we've got some there. And red, we've got any roses? We have. We've got loads of red dye. There we go. So what order was this in? It was red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue. There we go. Rainbow upgrade. How pretty. Right. So I am presuming all I've got to do is click this onto the controller. Bosh. No. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try and wrench the controller. No, because I've got no inventory from here. So, does that mean it goes in here? And it changes everything that this has to deal with. Do you go there? No. Okay. Okay, let's keep trying then. I'll try shift clicking into here. It doesn't click on there, does it? No, I've got no inventory. And I've got no inventory when I do that, so I'm not sure what's going on. Glasses, nano brush, location card, synchronizer. Blank portal module. There's no block, that's no. Okay, I'm going to cut the camera just a sec. I'm going to have a quick look on the forum and see what it says about getting these put in. Every particle of a random colour. Beautiful. Get in. Back in a sec. Okay then, so I'm back and I still can't actually find out on the thread how that goes in there, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. But never mind, never mind. I did make this thing, nano brush. I actually didn't need to. If you look at nano brush, you can click on any block of the portal and it'll give you some options here. You've got frame options, colour options for the actual window itself, and these guys, particle options. Now, not sure what a face option is going to be. Let's have a look. We'll click on spawn now, dial it, and it stayed as a bubbly one that I checked last time. You see there's little water bubbles and the thing was purple. So if we click on that again, so it was that colour. So we'll go with a nice sinister black portal, and it's still the bubble one on. So there we go. Let's try it again. It's not going to stay off on long because it'll drain the power. Let's have a look. Little faces, bizarre. Yeah, that's a weird one. But I didn't need to make the brush because if you actually go into the device here, you can click on that and you can change the colour for specific. So you can have the portal towards spawn be that colour. So even though I've set this to be black, so this actual portal was set, let's have a look. This portal was set to be black, and let's get rid of that because it's silly. Let's have that fire chargey thing. So even though this portal set to black, if we dial spawn, spawn should be set to pink. So you can see where you're going by the colour as well, so you can set that individually. So that's kind of cool as well. So you can have a default thing set with a nano brush, and then you can have individual things pair for each network, each location in there for it. Very cool, very cool. Right then, so that's pretty much all I really need to cover at this minute. Now the little extra bits in there, I'll quickly run through what I know about them, and it's not a great deal, so don't hold your breath. But that can go in there. That can go in there for now. So that's kind of that, and that, and that. There we go. Tidy my inventory a bit. So let's have a quick look at the rest of what's in there. So these upgrades, we've got location card. You've seen what that does. That just lets you link a portal to the stabilizer. Then we've got a synchronizer. Now, if we had I think the synchronizer works. It sounds like it works on the stabilizer, but what that does, it basically copies all the details. So if the details, it must make one of these then. So if I had, let me click on that, please. If I had like 20 identifiers in there, I could make a synchronizer, click on that, and it should store them all into this. Then click on another portal, so that'll have the same list. So you don't have to keep manually doing lists. So that's what that one's for, I believe. And it works even though it says work in progress. Identification card, that's for identifying people. You can scan people with a handheld scanner, that one. Or people are possibly, it says entities, so I don't think you can do it with creatures. And that decides what can come from the portal. So you could have it so that you have a private portal that only you can come through, and stuff like that. And then there's all these portal upgrades that I don't know how to fit. And there's this special one. Makes the portal frame transparent, allows you to walk through the frame, glows but don't give off light. That's a loot only, that's from chests. So that makes it so that it's just a ghost frame, which is kind of cool as well. Yeah, nice. Right then, let us start looking at rituals. Now we've got to tier 3, this is starting to get to the good stuff in blood magic now. So, at blood, let's have a look. What we need now is, we can start making these things, bound blades and things like that. What we need is to make structures in the world called ritual structures that we can start making these things, so we can end up making these bound leggings and stuff. Because what they need is this stuff, weak blood shard. And weak blood shard, you can come back with a master orb to make more. So it's like you have to kill less when you've got that. Well, that's a tier 4, is it, master? I think tier 4 is master. And tier 5 will be archmage. That sounds about right, doesn't it? So what we need to do then is start making these ritual stones. Now we could have started making ritual stones at tier 2, because the basic ritual stone there uses our tier 2, our apprentice blood orb, and each one needs 4 obsidian and 4 of these slates. So I'm actually in the process of slowly making slates, just as I pass by. So what that's doing is, of course, it's using the blood out of there in that one with a speed run, so they'll go a little bit quicker. But I don't really need to be. I could be doing 2 at once, to be honest. The thing is, though, because this is tier 3, if I just leave them in there, then they'll carry on to the next tier, and they'll make the third tier of that one imbued, I believe. So demonic, I think it's imbued the next level. So I'll just leave them in that tier 2, and then it'll stop at that stage, if you get my drift. So there we go. I'll take that one out. I've got 8. That's enough for a start, but I'll keep doing these as well. And I'll just check how much blood's in there, make sure it's keeping up alright. Where's my... there it is. Yeah, it's got 7,000 there because it's starting to drain this tank. We've got some in there, and we've still got 150,000 in there, so that's all good. Right, so what we want then is some obsidian. Let's grab some of that. I've got plenty. Now, if I work this out right, we need 28, so 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is what we need total for the banding ritual. Now, the banding ritual is not the simplest ritual. There are some simpler ones. Someone tells me, I think it was Dave. Dave tells me that Weird Time is working on making some in-game documentation for this. Because currently the only information I can find is on the forum thread. So I think he's adding information into an in-game book, much like Foundcraft or Ars Magica, that actually tells you what to do with an in-game book, which I think is a pretty cool way of doing things, to be honest. What we need now then is our apprentice orb, which will be in there. There it is. So what we can make is these ritual stones. So there's 4, there's 8. Like I say, I need 28 in total for this ritual, so I'll keep them to one side, and I'll cut the camera in a bit, and I'll keep making these while we're working on the next bit. So that goes in there, and then another one in there. And what we need is, we need 24 of these. We need 20 in total because we need 24 of these. And these go in a pattern, like a bit like a Stonehenge type of pattern around a central one, and the central one is called a Master Ritual Stone, and that's the one that we need tier 3 for, because that uses the Magician's Blood Orb. And what that uses is obsidian and 4 of the Ritual Stones. So 4 of these that we just made, we're going to actually use. So I'm actually need another 4 obsidian to finish this as well. So 4 of these that we just made, and 4 obsidian, and our next level one, what's it called, our Magician's Blood Orb, go in there, and that makes us a Master Ritual Stone. Wonderful. So there we've got that. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time and get us a total of 24 of these guys, and once I've done that, I shall be back and we can carry on. See you in a bit. Here we are then, I'm back, and I've got my 24 ritual stones around my Master Ritual Stone. So this is a pattern that he uses. Now I say there is some lesser rituals. I'm going straight onto the banding ritual here. This is the one that can make weapons, and is the first step towards making armor. So 24 of them, so that's just normal stone underneath them. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12. Poke fans raging about something. So yeah, well, what we need now is we need some ink, and for the ink you throw things into your altar. So for example, magma cream. So what it says is put things in the altar that have got a strong elemental affinity, and that'll get enchanting fails. Yeah, they're a bollock. And that gets us this thing called the Elemental Inscription Tool. This one's fire. And I've made 3 more. We've got air, earth, and water. And what we do now is we write on these ritual stones with these guys. My base isn't very safe, by the way. A creeper blew me up earlier and blew half my altar away. My crafting altar, which was fun because I had to rebuild it. Right, what I'm going to have to do here is I need to grab hold of my Minecraft, move it over there a bit, and look at the picture and try and work out which one's which with these. So it looks like with a red, I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then with the, I'm thinking, is it air or water? Right, what I can do, each one of these takes 100 LP, so I can just do that. So I know what fire looks like. Oh, you can't actually draw it on there anyway. I thought you could. So, I'm guessing the next one I want is water. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks like the water one. Water, 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 water. And then we've got earth and air left. So, earth. I think so, mate. You go up the elevator and turn it on, then AFK there for a bit. So now I think I want earth, which I've got. I think earth goes on the top of these 4, 3, 4, and then the last one is of course air, which goes on top of these 4. Oh, and then the wrong way around. So I need to, if I break that, does it come off? Yes. Okay, let's put these back then. That and that. So air actually is that one. Alright. Yeah, so break. Son of a bitch. What was I doing? That one. So the one that I was missing again then was water goes up here. So water, 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 water. Wonderful. So it's impressive looking, isn't it? So there we go. That's, I think, how our altar should look. Now what we do is we have to get our lava crystal. Now this might consume my lava crystal, so I need to make another one if it does. So I'm going to grab my lava crystal out of there. And the lava crystal we put into our tier 3 altar, and it has to have 10,000 LP in it. But that's going to be an issue because it hasn't at the minute. I'm going to have to keep blooding myself. So that's going to start working. This is going to use 10,000 LP up. So I'll have to make sure I've got plenty of LP in there. Keep on. Oh shit. I thought I healed. Keep on blooding myself. Oh, there we go. That has turned into a weak activation crystal, and it has consumed it. So I need to make myself another lava crystal for down there. And how are we looking here? We've got 147. We've got 6980 in there, so I might as well bang that back in there to fill it up again. So that's going to fill up, and I'll just put a bit more blood in there while I'm here. So as far as I understand it, this now, offering from the player, it's actually for ritual summoning. This creature using blood, down pickaxe, so I'll give their bound versions. So I think, now this is guesswork on my part, I think I activate, I'm going to need a diamond sword, so let's get a diamond sword sorted. 2 diamonds. My stick. Get out of the way, you. Gets me a diamond sword with a wonderful skin on it from Metallurgy, I think. So I believe I click that there. No? Possibly done something wrong. Oh. Ah. So something's happening there, isn't it? And now I think if I throw a sword in... Shit! Ah, fucking hell. Oh, I've got a bound blade. Wonderful. Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Right, so the video's getting a bit long. I'm gonna... So there we go then. So I did it right. So this is our ritual of binding, and now we've got this bound sword, and what this does is it adds a special kind of weakness onto things, and I don't want to activate yet because they can be very dangerous. And I need to read a bit more about it. So I'm going to wrap up the video there. I hope it was entertaining. So we've got enhanced portals sorted. I'm going to let the other guys on the server know about them and see if they want me to. So if anyone's watching this video, and if you want one of these, if you want me to make you one, just let me know in game. Or if you want to make one yourself, then my video should show you how it's done to an extent. And feel free to use my power. Right, I'm going to wrap the video up and make another lava crystal before I log off. And I'm going to read up about a bit more about this. The next episode, I'll tell you what we made this for, and what and why we made that for. Excellent. Cheers. Bye.